Hi, what's going on? We got Wayne here, and we're checking out the Danner Rampant TFX 11-inch slip-on boot. The last pair of Danners I had, I loved. Um, they were just kind of a pain to lace and unlace, but they lasted forever. They were officially a U.S. made boot, and there has been a lot of discrepancy on where exactly the boots are made and where they're coming from. This one is an import, and I actually figured out how to tell which boots are made in the USA in Portland, Oregon, and which ones are imports on the Danner official website, danner.com. The It says there's bullet points listing where they are. If it's a USA made, they're proud of it, so they put it right at the top. If it's an import, not so much. They kind of try and hide it in towards the bottom. So that's the instant way how to tell exactly where they're made. Even though these are a import boot, and it even states it on their website, they still have this seal. It says a Portland, Oregon company, United States of America. It's disappointing to see that this stuff is going overseas, but they try and somehow still market it as a USA made product. I wish they'd just make it all here, because there is a big difference with the Danner boots, whether they come from China or India or wherever they make them. But this one didn't have an option. This is the only pair of slip-on boots that Danner makes, and it's the only one. It was the only option, so I didn't have the option to buy a USA made one, or I definitely would have. The Acadias are what I had last, and they were USA made. But we're going to try these out and see what happens. I just can't have the lace-up boots. It takes too long to take them on and off if I need to go into a customer's home and do service work. So I have to have the slip-on kind, and this is the only one Danner makes, so we'll see. I still think it's going to be a good quality product. I don't think it's going to last quite as long as my Acadias, but I think they'll definitely be dry, waterproof, and comfortable above all else. I still would I'd rather have a pair of Danners that's an import than some of the less expensive stuff or less quality stuff, simply because that's probably made somewhere else overseas too. So I'm going to stick with Danner on this one. This is a size 11. Just got them in the mail, so we'll be able to check them out brand new. And then after a year or so, we'll come back to them. We got Danner stuff all over the place. That's what they look like. So we'll put the box down. And Danner does use the Gore-Tex brand. There is a difference. Gore-Tex does seem to last longer than any of the other waterproof membranes. As we go through this boot, it is a stitched sole, partial stitched sole. I really like the stitched sole. I wish the whole sole was stitched, but everything is moving on towards this vulcanization, which is a gluing adhesion. It's just the way things are headed, but at least where it takes the most wear and the most cracking occurs and the most separation occurs, it is stitched here. So they're trying to do some things, but you know, it's kind of a balance between the quality of work and how everything's working out. They do have the stitching where it needs it. However, it would be nice to see that stitching go all the way around the entire boot. As we come around, the top is going to be triple stitched, and this seam here is going to be quadruple stitched. The back seam is double, this seam is double, all the other seams are double stitched. This has the TFX5 sole. I'm guessing that's what the numbers are for in the name of the boot, the Rampant TFX. This is supposed to be an oil, it's slip resistant, oil resistant, and non-marking. US patent number, so that's what's all in there. I am looking forward to these soles being a little bit better on wet surfaces and slick surfaces than the Acadias were. The Acadias were great boots, and I loved them to death, but if you got them on a slick surface and they were wet, they were very, very slippery. So hopefully these offer some kind of protection over that. The tag just basically says Gore-Tex waterproof and breathable, and the TFX platform is regarding the sole, lightweight, extremely stable. I have put them on, I have worn 'em around. There's no break-in. These things fit and they're comfy, and the leather is soft right out of the gate. I can definitely tell there's not going to be any issues. I've worn them for about 5 or 6 hours, and there's not going to be any issue with the break-in. The sizing was good. I usually like to wear these in the rainy months, winter months, so I'll be wearing extra thick socks with them most of the time, so I got them about a half a size big. I like an 11, but I would rather have that little bit more room than not. A perfect tight fit would have been a 10 and a half, but I like to have the extra option for socks and thickness for warmth. Other than that, these things look great. I'm looking forward to wearing them, looking forward to using them. I do use a boot leather conditioner, Obanoff's leather conditioner. I'm going to go ahead and put that on here right out of the gate, basically before any dirt or any aggregate or anything gets into the stitches or leather. It's good to rub some of this stuff in right off the bat. It is Gore-Tex safe, so that's something you need to check if you're going to do a boot leather or boot oil. It really makes the boot leather last a lot longer. I do it once about every 6 months, maybe once a year, just depending whenever it starts to look dry and unsaturated. Helps the water bead off. It works really well. So for more information, check out the website and stay tuned. We'll do a review on these after about a year. Thanks.